The following public service announcement has been paid for. No introduction today, folks. No. We're going to skip the introduction. We're going to get right to the nitty gritty about what this video is all about. This video is, this is going to be one of my more serious tone videos, because it's a topic that's hit me in the heart. It's hit me, heart, because it has to do with my Salvadorian descent. As you may well know, most of you know me as Puerto Rico 5971 or Angel Ramon. Most of you don't know me as a Puerto Rican, but I'm also Salvadorian because of my mother's side. And I recently wrote an article on the NoRoad.net, created by my new, and good, Aussie friend from Australia who lives in Mexico, Benjamin Bunday. Thank you, shout out to you, Benjamin. You're my man. We're brothers in this, and I thank you for the opportunity for letting me say what I have to say, because I, for one, am sick and tired of this certain media company giving Central Americans a horrendous name. And if I were you, my Salvadorian brothers and sisters, and anybody who's Mexican American or Central American, and I don't like to mention names. I do not like to mention names. But if I know you, and you're a Salvadorian, and you know who you are, and you're Salvadorian or you're Central American, you know who you are. I'm talking to you. I'm talking directly to you. You might want to read this article very carefully, or at least listen to my synopsis of it. I'm sure many of you know Televisa. Televisa presenta, and then you watch a soap operas, your telenovelas. I for one, I don't watch telenovelas, and it's a very good reason, because it gives off a very bad stereotype about us. And quite honestly, the way I see it is Televisa, they're nothing but a bunch of Trump supporters, a bunch of good for nothing, Trump, Trump kiss asses, a bunch of Trump brown noses that all they want is, at the end of the day, a payday. They don't care who they hurt. I know me talking this smack is probably not gonna lay a dent in them, and they'll probably be laughing in my face. But you know what? I don't care if they laugh in my face. If you notice the music is silent, it's because I thought, in all seriousness, I didn't want to put music because it's a very serious subject. So I thought I would have your undivided attention. Don't worry, the next video will be a lot more cheerful than this one. But Televisa. What about Televisa? Televisa is a Mexican American media company. I'm sure many of you who are Hispanic like I am, you probably know this, and you probably know the explanation. But for the others, Televisa is a Mexican company that supposedly has their shows aimed towards the Mexican American, Central American demographic. But I've written a couple of articles that have that show that these guys are defying us, that they are giving us a bad reputation. And I, for one, I am sick of these hypocritical, backstabbing bastards. That if you're watching now, I want this to be a call of action. I want you to watch this video, give me a comment as you see fit, and stand up. I for one am boycotting and watching any shows from those people. My parents may watch them, but that's them. I for one, I will stand strong and not watch any programming or buy any memorabilia, including DVDs, shirts for them. Because if you read my articles and you get to know the truth about them, you'll be very disgusted about how they are. The first article has to do with them, just the bad stereotypes they give about us. The second one I wrote, over the last week, has to do with, them, money laundering. Yes, that's right. Televisa was involved with a money laundering scandal. Okay, you may say they wasn't guilty, but they knew it. But you're gonna tell me they didn't know anything? It's a whole nother BS, and you know it. you know what, over, the story goes, over 18 people got arrested. They were convicted. To be fair, they were all, they were found to be fake journalists on the fake mains, working for Televisa. But it begs the question: how do 18 people get by? Televisa. How do they get hired as journalists and nobody in the front office, gets a heck mic? They all turn the blind eye. I'm like, what happened? I thought that guy was good. Yeah, no. And to make matters worse, they used 6 Televisa production trucks. So, but Televisa says it claims no responsibility. Shh, we don't know anything. But yet they found a letter indicating there was plenty of money, over 9.8 million USD dollars, United States dollars. We're not talking about pesos. We're talking about United States American money. So you want to convert it to your country's currency, go right on ahead. But that's a lot of money that somehow ended up in Televisa's fault. How the hell? And then they claim we don't know where that money came from. Sure you don't. Overall, the point I'm trying to get across is these guys shouldn't be trusted. These guys are degrading our names. These guys are sick. These guys are maniacal. These guys are deceitful. These guys are like the devil's advocate. They're disgusting. And then Mexican Americans and Central Americans wonder why nobody respects us. Because if you're a foreigner and all you know about is what you see on television, like Univision or any Televisa or any channel that gets Televisa programming, of course you're gonna have a negative view of us because that's what they like. They might find it. And another thing that bugs me is why can't they mix it up? Because at least in American soap operas, they mix it up. They put some Hispanics, blacks, Americans. They mix it up. And Televisa's, well, you gotta be Mexican or Central American, not even Caribbean. You gotta be in Central America. Don't you just find something a little funny about that? I should do. I should do. I should do because in the bottom of my heart, these are a bunch of scumbags that, and I'm happy to say, according to Benjamin's latest latest numbers, over 1,000 people have already read the post, and it's only growing. So I hope that my Central American brothers and sisters, you read it, but you don't just read it. I want you to read it and understand it. I'm going to put both articles in the YouTube description, so you could check them out. Thank you, Benjamin, for the opportunity, for the privilege of writing these articles, because this is something that's been bugging me. And don't take me for an activist. I am not a regular activist. In fact, I'm not even an activist at all. This is not something I do every day. I'm an author by trade. I'm not an activist. In fact, this is something I don't even do every week. But because this particular subject has touched me so much in the heart, and it's got me so pissed off that you'll see the language. Once you read the literature, once you read the blog post, you'll see how repulsive my language is. But it's repulsive for a reason, because they need to pay for their sins. They need to they need to go. They need to be. I mean, if you can't send them to hell, at least expose them for the crooks they are. Just put them in their place, damn it. And if you want an idea, how disgusting does that look? Yeah. Just watching that, I just want to go over there and snap everyone, give everybody a big ass snap. And the tragic part is, it's a family-owned company, and I'm sure the father I'm sure the founding father of Televisa, he's probably up in the sky, and he's probably looking with disgust of how his offspring have taken this company and made it into the piece of shit that it's been. It's a piece of fucking garbage. And I hope my brothers and sisters, or I mean, even if you're, I mean, so let me calm down. I'm just very colorful right now. Let me calm down. So if you have any comments, you like my post, you got any comments, you could, just let me know. If you're a brother who supports it, this is I want you to boycott Televisa. I want you to boycott watching it, because I'm sure if you boycott watching their programs, boycott buying their materials, boycott watching the news for them. If you're in Mexico, and I suggest you read more than watch the news. Maybe, just maybe, you may put a little dent, in their pockets, and maybe put a little dent on their popularity, make them think. Maybe we've gone too far. And like I said, I'm not an activist every day, but I do have another story coming in the next 2 weeks or so. I am continuing my investigation on this hypocritical company, because I think it deserves further deserves further review. They need to be put into place, and I hope you take this as more just me. I mean, even if you read it and you enjoy it, and you like the way I write, congrats, thank you, and I appreciate it. But if you read it and you like and you comment, and you vow not to watch any programming, I will appreciate it even more. Heck, I mean, even if you're Caucasian or African American, and you write your comment and you agree with what I'm saying, heck, I'll even give you a reply. I'll even reply to you guys. I'm not racist. I'm open to every opinion. However, if you're gonna go around putting racist, racist jokes, or call me a bigot or anything, I'm not gonna reply. If you're gonna I'm just gonna report you. So this is the classic case of, if you don't got anything nice to say, don't write it, please don't. I'm not in the mood. Writing this article was hard, but it needed to get out there, and it needed to get out there in a hurry. I'm also the author of the 1,000 Years War. I'm sure you know that already, but in case this is the first video you've seen from me, I'm the author of the 1,000 Years War series. I got the 1,000 Years War book 1, and then I got Framed, the second book, and then I got a third one coming out, soon, hopefully later this year. I'll put the links up for my Twitter account if you want to follow me on Twitter, on Facebook. I am not going to put the links up I was thinking about putting the links up if you want to buy my book, or you're interested in buying my book, but I decided I'm not going to do that, because this subject, I feel like needs to be treated with not respect, and it's a very serious topic I'm talking about. So I don't want to mix in business with personal feelings. So if you want to find out more about getting my book, or you want to find out more about me as an author, I could give you. I'll put the links to my Twitter and Facebook accounts in Goodreads, but that's as far as I'll go. If you wanna, in the comment section, if you want more information about getting my books, I'll gladly comment on it, and I'll gladly give you the link, but only upon request. So I think I'm going a little too long here. I think that's all I got for you today. I'll definitely be back. So this is Angel Ramon Medina, I should say, leader of the Hybrid Nation, and leader of Kill Televisa. Yeah, Kill Televisa campaign. I'm the leader of that campaign. So you wanna follow me on Twitter at Puerto Rico 05971. That is Puerto Rico 05971. You want to follow me on Twitter, or you can follow me on Facebook at Angel Medina, or you can follow me on my two book pages, 1,000 Years War and Framed the second book of the 1,000 Years for, and there's gonna be a new Facebook page coming out soon on the Hybrid Nation. So you'll have a third way of reaching me, and I'll be coming out with a new website, the hybridnationrevolution.com. It's the tentative name, so that's coming out soon as well. So want to get in contact with me? You want to talk to me? Follow me? Best place is Twitter. I'm on Twitter almost every day, almost every time. So Facebook, you can get me on Facebook. Goodreads, not as much. You want to get me? Twitter is the best place. So follow me on those platforms, and that's it. So I hope everybody enjoys tonight. I'm sorry for the abrupt cutoff from the usual, start of the video, but this is two series of a subject to keep in my in my chest. I need to get it out. So I'll leave the links in the page on the YouTube description, so you can read upon your time. And thank you for watching. This is Angel Bethia for the Hybrid Nation, and thank you, Benjamin Munday. You're my right hand man when it comes to the Hybrid Nation, and we're gonna do big things together. So until then, have a good night, and see you next time.